Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
Welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
Sex.
And today the topic is unique date locations.
I love it. Well, because the bottom line is, like we've talked about, first dates, second dates even, like the 1 or 2 date system that you lined out is great for bars and entertainment areas where you can bar hop and have a plan and have your stuff laid out. But beyond that, if you go on, if you become girlfriend material, candidate, now, anything more than just a hookup fuck buddy, you're going to need stuff to do. You can't always go to the bar.
Exactly.
It's just not sexy. It's not fun.
No, and you get tired of going out to eat.
Yeah.
And some girls they have either eating disorders or drinking isn't their thing. There's reasons that you need, what would you say, third ideas.
And like we've also talked about extensively, going out on constant dates that revolve around food is a terrible idea, especially if you don't want a girl to start gaining weight.
Exactly.
Whether she's thin now or whether she's already kind of at that maximum point where you're like, I don't know. She has no business taking up a constant eating and drinking habit.
And it's a classic story, too.
It is.
We'll get people that will come to us to lose weight in our business. And they're like, well, I met this guy. In the last 6 months, we've done nothing but go out and eat.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. So we know most people read or listen to our videos, the guys tend to know that they should take care of themselves.
Right. Right.
This helps in that vein, too.
It does.
And what would you suggest?
So these are all, I've just picked out a couple of my favorite, most unique date ideas that I think that either people don't necessarily think of or that maybe they have a little bit of taboo with them. And I'll explain what I mean. But these are all from my Cheap Dates That Don't Feel Cheap dating book, which the link is down below. But this is more just to share a couple of great quick ideas for you guys to have great third, fourth, ongoing date relationship ideas. One of my favorites is, this sounds really funny, is work parties. I think that men especially really shy away from taking a new girl, whether it's a very, very early date or even someone they're not all that serious about, to a work function. But it's actually a really great way to vet her a little bit deeper. Who cares if everyone thinks you're dating? It doesn't matter. People break up all the time. No one will think anything about finding out a week later that you guys weren't really all that serious. But talk about a cheap date. She wears a dress or whatever is appropriate for the occasion. You own whatever you're going to wear. It's a free bar. It's free food. It's a 3-hour event of whining and dining and laughing and playing. So whether it's a holiday party, which is ideal because those are over the top nice, or just a corporate picnic or function of some kind, I think that that's a really fun, cheap date that's unique. And it makes the girl, because there's a taboo about it, it makes the girl feel a little bit more special. And so you're definitely going to get laid after that. Because
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the whole idea.
Yeah.
Because it's risky, but fun.
Yeah. It's true.
That's funny.
So that's the number one thing that I like as a unique date idea that people don't necessarily think is a good date idea.
Yeah. There's always are you seeing anybody? Yeah, I'm seeing, but I haven't been seeing them long enough to bring them here.
Right.
Well, how are you going to get to know them? How are you going to get to know them?
It does not matter. That does not matter.
You'll see her in, a more stressful environment.
Exactly. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
So, number 2, I'm going to go with a wine tasting or a brewery kind of beer tasting event, or just tasting. So whether it's an event that you have to get tickets for, or if it is a facility that you go to, like a distillery or a brewery or a vineyard. Because the great thing about this kind of date is it's still a bar date in a lot of senses, but it's all, even beer, it's upper crust, so it feels classier. It feels more, I can't think of the word. It feels upper crust. I can't think of the word. But also, it's never expensive. You know, you get to have, let's say, 4 or 5 drinks, theoretically, but they aren't necessarily large drinks. So you're not losing control of, of yourself. You're keeping your wits about you. And yet you've had, because they're tasting drinks, they're smaller portions, which is also beneficial because she hopefully does not drink as much as you can put away. So you're drinking essentially the same amount, but it's more her speed and something that she can handle without kind of losing herself and getting stupid. But it's always a beautiful atmosphere. It's not usually crowded and noisy like a bar scene would be. So you do have more opportunity to sit and chat, walk around the grounds. They always encourage you at these kinds of places to enjoy the atmosphere in hopes that you'll buy cases and cases of their beverages. But whether you walk out with, a bottle to kind of remind you of the fun evening, if you want to buy her a bottle of whatever her favorite wine that day was or not, it's a great, cheap date to go on that's unique and can burn several hours and be really pleasurable.
And the people that tend to go to these things are usually pretty socially involved.
Yes.
They're interesting. They tend to be a little bit more affluent. And you always get treated well by the staff.
Exactly.
Because you're basically what their future VIPs will be.
1,000%.
When you're talking about, a hospitality venue, the people that will come out for special things are the people that are down the road going to hire them for catering, going to have parties at their place. These are the best people in the neighborhood.
Exactly. Number 3, and the last one that I'll share on this, but I think that this kind of gives everyone kind of some broad strokes to have something to choose from in a pinch. Play tourist in your own city. It's fun. It's playful. You can park and walk around, which I know we're not big on outdoorsy dates because,
it's hard on girls.
It's a little harder. But as long as she's aware that you're going to play tourist for the day, she'll wear shoes that she can walk around in, and be prepared.
And you can pretend.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Take lots of fun pictures, go to a little coffee shop, go to a museum, see the sights.
Buy a t-shirt.
But enjoy the sights of your city. And that can be true whether you live in a major metropolitan area or somewhere more rural or anywhere in between. It is remarkable how much fun playing tourist in your own town can be and how easy it is. Every website or every city has its own Chamber of Commerce or Visitors Bureau where you can kind of get a touristy kind of map. I mean, there's all kinds of great ways that you can prep and play this to make it a really fun date that is unique, isn't something everyone else has done, and is not that expensive. You can literally make it more expensive if you want to by shopping more, by buying more little souvenirs, by eating more, but you don't have to, and no one expects you to. So it's a really great date to have that's a little out of the ordinary.
I love it.
Yeah, super fun. I love this topic. I mean, I think my cheap dates book is just super fun and fantastic and gives you lots of, and it kind of tells you what kind of weather this is good for, if it's good for a first date, if it's good for someone who's allowed to drink or not, things of that nature. But these are 3 that I think are no miss dates that anyone can go on to an extent.
I love the work function.
Well, it's true. Well, work functions and friends' weddings are both very taboo, but great ways to have a 3 to 5 hour date where you can drink and eat all you want, have the best time, great music, great atmosphere, celebratory. It's a win-win, and it makes both of those make the girl feel really special, so you'll definitely get laid.
That's good. It reminds me of a story.
Yeah.
That was about 2 years ago in Dallas, and the guy, he put it up on Tinder or on one of the other apps.
Yeah.
He needed a date that night. His date for this wedding of his friends had come down with corona.
Oh no.
So he needed a date. And this girl jumped in, this little brunette that's pretty high energy.
Yeah.
What you'd expect is go, I'll go. And they it made the news.
Oh,
it was so funny.
Awesome.
I mean, literally within 12, 14 hours, she went to
that.
It was good. It was good. He wasn't in the wedding party. But he was friends of the groom.
Yeah, it's still important that he be there.
Exactly. And they had video of it, and they had a best. And I don't know if they stayed together after that, but that's the right people.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
You throw it out there, and you never know what will come back.
And again, it doesn't matter if you stay together forever. It makes a great story if you do, but if you don't, it's just another date.
Exactly.
And it's something unique. It'll still stick with her in a positive way.
Exactly.
Show her a good time, have a good fun, and
it's good stuff.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
We hope that you like this. If you've had any successes with extra unique dating ideas, we love to hear them. So please comment down below. Or if you use any of these dating ideas that I've lifted up, or any of the others from my Cheap Dates That Don't Feel Cheap But Will Still Get You Laid book, please let us know. If you like this, subscribe, share with your friends. We want you to win. Bye!